What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to cover some Prizepicks props for disc golf. Um, this weekend, it is the Preserve Championship in Minnesota, starting tomorrow, the 24th, through Sunday, the 26th. So today, we're going to go over the round one props and the plays that I like, and give you some analysis and some insight as to why I like them. So for my fifth play, I have AB, Anthony Barella, the bomber himself, under 58. So a few things that'll apply to everyone. Um, the course did go from a par 65 to a par 66, so it probably got a little bit harder. And 15 of the 18 holes are the same, so there was some adjustments, um, but pretty much the same. 80% of the course is the same, so we can still use some of the data from the past year. The weather should be okay tomorrow. 8 to 12 mile per hour winds, pretty standard stuff. I don't expect the weather to be a huge factor, um, so there should be some pretty normal scoring. That being said, AB under 58. Last year he shot a 56, 56, 56. Granted, it was a par 65, but even if you were to bump it up one, it would have been 57, 57, 57. So him going all three rounds under gives me some confidence in that 58. He's someone who's definitely getting better, so I don't expect some regression there. Number four, I'll say I have Mr. Kyle Klein, under 58 and a half. So Klein, interesting character here. I haven't projected it around 57.6 based off his player rating, and his past scoring average. So I do think there's some value here that we can get on Kyle Klein. Last year he shot a 56, a 58, and 59. Didn't have too good of a year, but I think the 58 and a half is just too high for a player of his rating. So he is the fourth play. The third play here, I'm actually going to go to the birdies are better. And like I said, the course may have gotten a little tougher. So I'm going to go the under on Calvin Henningberg, 10 and a half. So this is the third play. Reason being, last year, Calvin did not play too well here. He only had 9. In round one he had 9 birdies. In round two he had 7, and in round three he had 10. So he wouldn't have hit that number in any of the 3 rounds last year. He would need 11 to go, to go over. So yeah, I'm kind of playing this one as a, even if he does regress a little bit back to the mean, 11 birdies would be a really hot score. So based off his previous performance, taking the under here. So yeah, so number two is actually 2 plays because it's the same player. Number 2, we're gonna have Kevin Jones under here. So 58 and a half, I have him projected at 57.9. So there's a little bit of value there, about half a stroke. Last year he shot 56, 57, 57, and again, if you bump it one for the extra par stroke this year, that would still be under 58 and a half. So, if he can just play to his player rating, he would be under that number, and if he can just play similar to how he played last year, he should be at that number. So that's why I like Kevin Jones. And the second one related to Kevin Jones would be the birdies are better. Would be the under here on 8.5. So last year he had 10 birdies in round 1, 9 in round 2, and 8 in round 3. So he would have hit 2 out of the 3, and yeah. So I'm pretty confident. I like Kevin Jones going into this round. And then my number 1 play is Gannon Burr under 56.5. So Gannon Burrs is also someone who gets better every year because he's like 17. He's been playing really well. And last year he finished, I think he had a top 5 finish. Um, so he can play this course. He shreds this course. Um, Last year he shot a 53, a 53, and a 52. I have him projected at 55.1. Um, so again, if he just shoots kind of like how he did last year, or if he even just regresses back in place to his player rating, you still have a stroke and a half to play with, even if he has a little bit of an off day. So Burr at number 1, I really like. Um, and yeah, that about wraps it up. It should be a fun tournament to watch. The course is really, really beautifully designed. So if you guys have any opinions on anything, feel free to share them with me below, and we can talk through some strategy. Thanks.